Forward TV. The world is thinking.
If you look at the real drivers of growth of the GDP statistics in the UK and in the US, they've been driven by a combination really of three factors. They've been driven by wealth in property, which has fueled consumption. So it's a mix of the property and the retail sectors and the way they've interacted. Secondly, they've been driven by the financial services sector, which has grown enormously, a phenomenon I and others call as financialization. The economy has grown in the West from being one primarily based on the production of wealth, the production of goods and services, into one which is increasingly based upon financial activities. 30 years ago, financial and business services, both in Britain and in America, represented about a seventh of the economy. It's about 15% of the economy. That has now grown to a third of the economy in both those areas, right? So the amount of activity which is based on shuffling money around and is based on providing the business services which go with that, legal, accounting, and so on, has become a significant part of the economy. In the meantime, the productive part of the economy, the industrial part of the economy, has shrunk, almost in the reverse order. We've got down to manufacturing sectors and to industrial sectors, which have gone down from a third of the economy 30 years ago to becoming about 16% of the economy. Manufacturing in America, you know, the tremendous growth that you're talking about, is 12% of the economy at the moment. If you look at profits made by American businesses, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, profits of American corporations, about 1/5 could be attributed to financial activity. Do you know what the percentage is today, at least before the crisis in the last 12 months? 37%? More. It's in that range, but it's about 50%. If you add up the profits of American financial institutions and the financial activities of non-financial institutions like General Electric's bank and stuff, it amounts to 50% of the economy is based on financial activity. Contrast that to the East, I won't go into, but you know, it's a causally different situation. So you have to look at the quality of that growth. The third driver has been public spending. So you've had property and retail combined, the consumption side. You've had the financial sector, business services, which is effectively parasitic on wealth creation elsewhere in the world. And you've got the public sector. We've now removed two of those. Financial sector's imploded. Property and retail is fast on the way to that. And so all that Western economies have got, this great, tremendous growth and wealth creation, is to rely on public spending. And what we're going to see, again, avoiding the predictions and the danger of predictions, but you could see the possibility of this banking financial crisis turning into a state deficit crisis as all the economies pump prime their economies. There is very little substance in there. It's a hollowed out economy. The Lex column, just to finish, classic, beautiful line that the Lex column and the FT penned over the summer when they said, you know, when an economy doesn't make much anymore, watching its property, retail, and financial sectors implode leads to the question, what's left? You know, and I think that's a very good thing for us to think about. What is left in the West apart from being able to reap and benefit from value productions in Asia? Very little.